It's the Houston Cougars and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Houston's head coach told me right before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock. Really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cougars offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country, two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors, they know the system, they have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Biletnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Got his man, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
From the gun, the ground game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Hubs it downfield. Got a man. It's Hughes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Walker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The run inside. It's Hughes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would for the visiting team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Right back to it. Got a little grass. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go, ready. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it's Hughes. Makes one man miss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon, they're hoping to get now that 1-2 punch with Wegman, Palmer, that can get this offense to the next level.
You really do have to be impressed with head coach Willie Fritz and the job he's doing here in the portal, trying to bolster what he already has established. You mentioned the defense and you mentioned the quarterback, but you know he wants to be physical. He wants to run the football. Mekhi Hughes is a guy that can help them do that, and so it's going to be really interesting to watch this Cougars offense this year as they try and navigate the Big 12.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Seminoles are in the hurry up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense.
Makes the grab in their space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There's a crease. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that one's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Quickly out to the tight end. Snags it, and he's open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 18 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Keeps it on first down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Hughes. Makes a man miss. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Quick spin on the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fellow getting the football.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackle.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Houston 24, Florida State 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Jones to throw. It's complete to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Seminoles back in the lead. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they hug,
breaks into the open.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Hughes. Could be an alley. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's Walker. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. scanning the field. It's Wegman. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Noles in a good spot here with second and short.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Square, square, square. Go.
Back to pass. Over the middle into traffic and complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Offense in a split backfield. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They're dealing with a second and long. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Turning it on! Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
And as he throws, got his man to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The option, the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. Right.
Making side adjustments here.
Let it go.
Jones to throw. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Booster.
4th down, got to have it here. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finding some room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. He's up to 86 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game